Hey everybody, it's Mike and welcome to Chip Damage. And today is a very special day because here in the US it is the launch day of the remake of one of my favorite games of all time, one of the greatest games of all time. It is the launch day of the remake of Resident Evil 4. Yes, and today we have the collector's edition, which we'll be doing an unboxing of. I was very, very lucky to get this because here in the US, this was a GameStop exclusive collector's edition, following suit with Resident Evil 7, 8, and the remakes of 2 and 3. They've all been GameStop exclusives. Which kind of sucks because these pre-orders go kind of quick and the resale value is way too high. And in particular with this one, I heard that all in-store pre-orders got canceled. And I pre-ordered mine online, but I heard a good number of online orders also got canceled. I did it the night it was announced, so I got kind of lucky and I was able to get this. And I'm very happy that I was, because I do have those collector's editions of 7, 8, 2, and 3. And this just completes the set and I get to go with that. And if you've seen any of my prior videos, if you haven't seen them, I do have unboxings on those. Please go back and check those out on various Resident Evil collector's editions, because as you guys know, I'm a huge fan. I've been waiting for this game. And I'm hoping that it can even come close to living up to the original version of 4, because that is, without a doubt, one of my favorite games of all time. But yeah, let's jump into it, shall we? I was lucky enough to grab this. It was just over $200 US, so it was quite expensive. Let's see if it's worth it. And of course, if you like what you're about to see, please like and subscribe and do all that YouTube stuff. So without further ado, let's jump into it, shall we? So yeah, here it is, guys. Resident Evil 4 finally out, the remake. I was, like many, at first a little put off by the idea of remaking this game. I don't think it necessarily needed one with how good the game holds up and with all the various HD re-releases. But you know what? After playing the demo, I'm happy that it's getting a re-release. I'm happy that it's still, relevant. And it's not like that old version is going to disappear. So the more Resident Evil 4, the better. And yeah, this showed up today on the doorstep, and there was a cardboard outer box for this protecting it. So, it didn't just show up like this, but it has my address on it, so I'm not going to show that to the camera. But yeah, this came pretty well protected. It looks like it showed up in great shape, and it's showing you just what you're going to get right on the back. Survival is just the beginning, as you see the tag right there. And I really like the box. It's like the same exact size as the Resident Evil 2, 3, and 8 outer boxes. But let's see what's in this big boy, shall we? All right, I think the outer sort of slip cover on that. Yep, that comes right off. There's no additional tape on that, luckily. And this is a fresh unboxing, so I have not opened this before. And it looks like, what is this? Is this supposed to be like Leon's attaché case? It's a little too thick for that, but I think that's what we're looking at here. Yep. You have some drawings, some logos on there, some identification stickers. Yeah, I'm guessing this is supposed to look like Leon's attaché case, the case in game, but I'm not sure. And we do have some tape circles right here, and I'm not going to try to remove those because that'll definitely take the paint off. I'll just cut them, leave them. You can't really see them; they are clear, using the trusty Mr. Box Cutter. And yeah, guys, I have jumped into the demo of this and I was very impressed with what I played. Do I think this game will be better than the original? Hell no. But if it's 80%, 75% as good as that game, it's still going to be great. Like I said, the more Resident Evil, the better. I can always go back and play the old one. It's not like that one's not going to be there. It's on like every console under the sun. But a fresh take, and with their recent track record, I'm not too worried about it. So you got the black interior. Open that up. Oh no. Smell that factory smell. And what do we got here? Looks like we got two, and if you guys can see that, two cases right there. I love when collector's editions do this. They give you the steelbook, but they also give you the option to use the regular case. We got the regular case right there. And it says not for resale on the back. I opted for the PS5 version of the game. I think that's kind of the way to go from what I'm to understand. I heard the Xbox Series X version may look a little better, but controls a little worse. And this is a game where you need that control. And you got the nice steelbook right here, optional. This does not have any covering on it, so I can just open that. And on the inside, nice view of the church, of a church, I should say. So yeah, definitely might be popping that in there in a little bit. And right under the steelbook cover was a few additional goodies. So let's take them out one by one. what do we got here? We have a digital soundtrack, which there's a code for on the back. That looks like is this something you enter on the PlayStation Store itself? I believe it is. So I'll give that a shot. Hey, look, a mini soundtrack, why not? What else do we have here? We have, ooh, a map. Let's see if I want to unfurl this whole thing. It's a paper map. It's an unusual, it's pretty thin paper. So I gotta be pretty careful here. I don't want to rip anything. Oh yeah, I will say that. Be careful with this one, guys. This feels brittle, but it is huge. Holy crap. Look at that. It looks lake, quarry, abandoned. Yeah, it's like an overhead shot of the entire area, like of this Spanish town. Did you love in Resident Evil, like in the beginning, it just says like Europe. It's clearly Spain, and everyone's speaking Spanish with a Mexican accent. But, you know, yeah, there's this little, in that town, that village has the population of like the entirety of Barcelona. But yeah, it comes with a nice sized map. But like I said, little brittle on that. So be careful. Definitely be careful. All right. And underneath all of that is a very tall but very thin, what I'm going to guess is an art book. So let me open this up. Right, and let's take a peek inside. Oh yes, definitely an art book. So everyone who doesn't want any art spoilers or enemy spoilers, if you haven't played this game, look away. I'll just show real quick, like look at what you're seeing here. You know, some nice art in it, the style of more of a collage notebook. It doesn't have that many pages, I will say that. I don't want to go all the way to the end to spoil myself because it looks like it's revealing the enemies in the order. We kind of know what we're getting, but hey, who knows? There could be some nice surprises. And yeah, there seems to be some foldouts. No. Yeah, right there. You got Mr. Leon Kennedy. Nice. Very, like I said, very tall, but very thin, but good number of pages. Looks like there's about 25 pages in there. So let's dig deeper, shall we, into the meat of this collector's edition, because that's just the surface. Quite a lot already. So far, just to recap, got the game itself, double cases with the steelbook, a digital soundtrack, a good-sized map, and a thin art book. So going in further, you remove the top coating, and we get into the meat of what this whole collector's edition is really about. And that is, of course, going to be the figure of Mr. Leon Scott Kennedy. So let's make some space here, shall we? This deserves some room. All right, and it looks like it is in the same packaging as all the prior figures that the Resident Evil Collector's Editions have done. If you're curious, they've done Leon from Resident Evil 2, they've done Jill from Resident Evil 3, and Chris from Resident Evil 8. I was kind of hoping for a Claire statue with a remake of Code Veronica, so we'd have the full quartet. But no, we get two Leons. But this is like cooler Leon. This is basically a different character. So no tape on this box. This just comes right on out. And ooh, this is a beefy boy. It's got a very strong plastic smell. It smells like Bengay. Let's see. Put that here. Put that right there. That came out nice and smooth. We got a good plastic cover. Let's see what's going on here. The base is taped to the back, as you guys can see right there. So let's get that out first. The Mr. Box Cutter is very helpful here. So we can remove the base. Gotta be very careful. I'm glad, like these statues are nice. I'm glad I can have them all on display. I kind of rotate them. I'll probably put Resident Evil 2 Leon away, because I love Resident Evil 2 and all, but come on, it's Resident Evil 4 Leon. Oh, this is a nice base. This is a much nicer base than I expected. So nothing on the bottom, and it's a little hard to see, but kind of on the raised surface on this is kind of like forest, a tree top. I love that little touch. It doesn't say anything on it. It's just, you know, there's something about the bend of the trees and the branches that let you know that it's the Resident Evil 4 forest. But let's get a look at the gentleman himself, shall we? Cut the sides of all of these. Some tape on the side. Okay. Not a ton of packaging, but packaged very securely, I could tell. I appreciate that. I mean, it is already in a box, right? So let's cut that. I missed one. guys, let me know what you think, by the way, as I go through this. If you played the demo, if you've never played Resident Evil 4 somehow, I mean, like I said, it's on everything, including toasters you can probably play it on. Is this your first time playing it if you're picking up the remake? What are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on the original? All right, let's get a good look at this guy. He looks good already. Very cool. There he is, Mr. Leon Scott Kennedy. Take a look at that face sculpt. He's got a very Bowie look, David Bowie look to him, doesn't he? And I think that's what they were going for. His hair is a little darker than I expected. Leon's kind of like I was kind of picture as a light skin brown hair or dark blonde hair, somewhere in the middle, and they definitely went for like more brown here. You got the coat, a nice texture to it. This is solid. This is one piece. Got his gun holster. We'll put his accoutrements and extras on a little bit. See under the boots, what do they got? Yeah, he's got tread on the boots, just, you know, for completion's sake. But there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Leon Scott Kennedy. Very nice. I'm digging this. All the pouches, ruffled shirt, kind of like that little touch of his shirt is kind of ruffled at the base where it meets his pants. Showing the belt. Good facial sculpt. The eyes aren't cross-eyed. That's always like the #1 thing I worry about with things like this. But let's get him on the base and get him nice armed and geared up, shall we? And like I said, I kind of prefer the design of characters in Resident Evil 4. I think Leon's look in that was very iconic, where he was like, you know, because Devil May Cry spun off of the development of Resident Evil 4. So like Leon kind of has like a Dante-esque look to him in that game, and I always love that. The more realistic look, it makes him look a little younger. He's a little slimmer. It's not better than the original, but it's definitely a different take. It's in line with Resident Evil 2, so I guess it's pretty cool. So let's, what does he come with here? It comes with a handgun, small handgun in plastic. So you guys can see it's definitely the starting pistol. Very well acquainted with this weapon. And that would appear to go in this holster right here, nice and smooth. That was very easy to insert. There's a little pull on it, so don't worry about that falling out too easily. But let's see how easy it is to equip this shotgun. If it's anything like the prior Resident Evil weaponry with the statues, this might be a real pain in the ass to get into his hands, but let's see. And as you can see, it's very light. This is very brittle, so be careful with this, guys. This is a different material than the rest of the statue. This is the shotgun. All right, let's put the plastic right here. And let's see how this is all going to go. Like I said, this is a little more brittle, the feeling, this shotgun, than I thought. And try to line it up with his hands here, and we'll see what we can do. I think would be the best way to get this in his hands. The hands have a little bit of give. There's a little bit of a rubbery texture to the fingers. So you can kind of position the gun into his hands. Which, this may take a minute. Let's see if I can slide the gun through the entirety of this hand. No, I don't think so. This is gonna be, once this goes in, guys, I don't think this is coming out. So I gotta make sure I do it right. Leon would want it that way. Like I said, the fingers move just a little bit. And if I can't do this in the next minute, I'll do my best approximation, because I don't want to keep you guys here all night. It's supposed to be a quick unboxing. But yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to get this fully into his hands. So be aware of that before you pick this up. Make sure you, oh wait, I think we might have it. Yep, we got it, guys. I'm so happy. All right, and there we go. Leon all geared out. Yeah, like I said, when putting this in, the gun is a little brittle feeling. Not like it'll snap, but I didn't want to put too much pressure on it, so just be careful with that. But the fingers bend a little bit. They got like a rubbery texture to it, so you're able to kind of slide that in. And that looks awesome. Yeah, I'm going to put away the Resident Evil 2 Leon, and this is gonna take his place in the cabinet till I have space for all of them. Man, he looks like David Bowie. Like he, more so, like that's not, I don't think that's the facial sculpt from the game. I think this is like kind of its own thing with a little bit more Bowie thrown in there, and I'm digging it. But big David Bowie fan. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's the Leon S. Kennedy statue. Let's get a measurement on this guy, shall we? And from my little handy dandy tape measure here, we're looking at, from the base, the bottom of the base, you were looking at just shy, maybe almost exactly at 13 and a half inches. Yeah, 13 and a half, just under 14 inches. So just over a foot when on the base. Not too big, kind of the perfect size. I was always kind of hoping that the bases of all these figures would kind of match each other, but no, they're all individual bases, and I'm pretty happy with that. But let's take one more look, now that the figure is all done, at what comes with the game itself in terms of the disc, shall we? Let's pop this open. This will be installing the moment this video is over. I'm sharing this with you, my viewers, because I love you. The smell of a brand new game. This is why I stick with physical. Can't beat that, let me tell you. Okay, so of course, we got the disc itself with the Los Illuminados logo, as it were, on there. Looks like we got the extra DLC pack product code. Okay, it doesn't say precisely what it comes with on there. I have to show, I'm going to cover up the code. You guys need to see this. This code expires, and I hope you can see that, 12/31 in the year 2799. So in about 800 years, this expires. So I think I'm covered. I kid you not. If you look right here, it expires in 12/31/2799. How fun. And this code is for the PS4 and 5. That's cool. And that's it. That one code is supposed to give me all that bonus content, which I'm pretty happy about. I believe it lists the content which comes on here. I believe it's all the costumes. Yeah. Extra DLC pack. Leon and Ashley costumes casual. Leon and Ashley costumes romantic. Leon costume and filter hero. Leon costume and filter villain. Treasure Map Expansion Deluxe Weapon Sentinel 9 Deluxe Weapon Skill Shaker, original version soundtrack swap, and accessory sunglasses sporty. So quite a bit of content on that little code, which I'm going to enter right now, even though I have 800 years to enter that. So yeah, guys, that just about does it for my coverage, my unboxing of the collector's edition GameStop exclusive in the US of Resident Evil 4. Let me know, what do you think of this? Did you guys pick this up? Are you playing the game right now? What are your thoughts? God, I'm excited to play this. Yeah, I'm not sleeping tonight. Guys, thank you for joining me on this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've liked it, please check out my prior videos if you haven't seen them yet. If you've liked it and you have seen those, please like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. Look forward to more of these as the year goes on. My name is Mike. Thank you for watching. This has been Chip Damage, and please take care of yourself.